up, guys and gals? Me, Mutahar, and yesterday, if you were on Twitter, it was a bad day to be verified. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was probably one of the most unprecedented Twitter hacks, probably one of the biggest Twitter hacks, or hacks in general of 2020, where we're looking at over $100,000 just getting completely hijacked from gullible individuals. One of the best, almost phishing attacks, I could say. I could say that I'm very impressed. Now, if you don't know, yesterday, around 3 o'clock, around 3, 4 or something, there were a lot of big name accounts that started tweeting out, we'll double your Bitcoin, like the old school RuneScape. Oh, I'll double your money, dude. I'll do everything. I'll show you a couple examples. For instance, here's Uber coming at you. We are giving back over 10 million in Bitcoin. All payments sent to our address below will be doubled back. And then they give you a Bitcoin address, and you're supposed to believe it. This is only going on for the next 30 minutes. You can already see as soon as it was posted 8 minutes ago, it had 400 retweets, 187 likes, and about 184 comments. Some of them I believe were just memeing, but hey, it shows you it was reaching. You can also see even Apple got hacked. All right, we're giving back to our community. It's the same general response that they give, but Apple got destroyed, Apple got hacked, and they made it a pin tweet. And as you can see, in the few minutes that it was up and it was available, yeah, it got some reach. Let's not forget that Bill Gates also got hacked, all right, and Elon Musk, our boy Elon, woohoo, our anime hentai loving Elon got destroyed too. So yeah, big accounts, and as you can see, a lot of correlation is that they were Barack Obama got dominated, and we're actually gonna look at this Bitcoin address because it's kind of wild. He even set out 40 grand. People fell for this. Now, you can also see there's another channel by the name, Ordinary Gamers. You might have heard of this chubby Indian loser that he is. I'm giving back to my fans. All Bitcoin sent to my address below will be sent back doubled. If you can send 500, I'll send you back 1,000. Of course, all jokes aside, I was just memeing there. I gave you a base 64 string that effectively just said, I like pizza and beer. And that's a pretty true statement. Now, this got so bad that Twitter actually got completely... Twitter stepped in and reduced the privileges of verified users. You couldn't post. If you were verified, weren't allowed to post for a little while until Twitter figured it out and realized what may have potentially been the issue. And we really don't know what the big problem is. All we have right now is a bunch of rumors and hearsay, but effectively Twitter had to step in, and I believe this has been such a high-profile hack that even the FBI is getting involved into it. I mean, obviously they should be, because whoever is behind this actually made some pretty serious coin. For instance, here's one of the accounts that we're looking at, right? So you can see the address BC1QXY2. This is on blockchain.com. With Bitcoin, you can actually see the history of various accounts on all these transactions. So you basically, it's like a paper trail, but for Bitcoin, and you can figure out just how much money almost an account makes. So here's one where it says total amount received is 12.86 Bitcoin, and as you can see, they're sending an equivalent amount of Bitcoin just so they can just start hitting other accounts and laundering this cash and mixing it with clean Bitcoin money, almost like Bitcoin laundering. But let's just take this amount and let's go and just see how much it is. So in Canadian, that's 158,000. Let me just transport it to US so the entire world can almost understand. $117,000, at least from this one account. And this wasn't the only account in the mix either. There are plenty of other accounts that existed that also made piecemeal like 6 grand, 7 grand, 8 grand. Maybe there are other accounts that made double of what this account did. There was a lot of money being taken. See, the way that phishing works, all right, if you don't get it, is that maybe me and you aren't going to fall for it, right? We'll look at this and laugh at it. But because millions of users are exposed to phishing, right? Quite literally in this situation where these verified accounts had millions of users. And if one person responds to it and gives them money, then congratulations, they've already succeeded. Not to mention the fact a lot of hackers that do this often put their own Bitcoin into these wallets to make it look like this is becoming something out of control. So the $117,000 that you're seeing here may not even be complete revenue or profit. I would wager that $50,000 of this may actually be the hacker's own money, and everything after is just people looking at it and saying, hey, everyone else is doing it, I might as well join the club too. So that's probably been that's probably the most logical explanation for all of this. Now there are a bunch of organizations that sort of do their own independent analysis, and one of the things is by Malware Tech blog that have been pushing a lot of unconfirmed rumors a Twitter employee with access to the user management panel was hacked. Now, if you don't know this conspiracy, the user management panel for Twitter is actually this whole notion that Twitter employees have a back-end entry point into a lot of our accounts, so they can post on behalf of verified accounts if they so want to. I don't know how true the statement is, but I also believe that Twitter as a service does not take security very seriously. You know, if we look back just to like 2018, Twitter says that a bug exposed user plaintext passwords. If you don't know what a plaintext password is, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Plaintext passwords effectively mean that the password is stored in an unencrypted fashion, meaning that anybody, if they have access to these files, they can open it up and quickly see what passwords are tied to which accounts. Which, if any service, especially somebody as big as Twitter, is doing it, you should probably be very afraid, and anytime they tell you that they take security seriously, you should probably take it with a grain of salt. Now, there are a couple rationales if this is the case. As far as I know, users have not been hacked. As far as I know, this seems like a Twitter hack, an internal Twitter issue. And when it comes to an internal Twitter issue, the best advice I can give you is if you have the Twitter email address you have attributed to other websites, and you have used the same password on Twitter on various other websites, you should start changing your passwords quick. If you have third-party account access tied to Twitter right now, maybe remove that for a couple days until the actual audit team that gets called into Twitter gives the A-OK. Because right now, the actual thing that needs to happen, and what's going to happen, is Twitter needs to get a auditing team in, a security auditing team, and they need to check how much data and how much things actually got compromised. And this kind of stuff does take time, especially with how much data Twitter actually works with. I mean, Twitter is one of the biggest microblogging websites, if not the biggest microblogging website on the planet. And there is a lot of data and personal information that flows through this website. So they have a lot to worry about right now, given how big and high profile this hack was. Luckily, though, it seems like it was just relegated to Bitcoin. Nothing else was really done. So whoever breached it, whoever has been dealing with this, made a fair bit of money, but it seems like they may have missed the larger plot. And that is probably the most beneficial thing you can have out of it. So yeah, Twitter got hacked, boys. It is what it is. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful. Change your passwords. Revoke third-party access for now. And be careful moving forward, okay? And please, this is a final message. If someone tells you they're going to double your Bitcoin and you have Bitcoin, please stop falling for it. If you even consider it for a second, slap yourself on the wrist and understand that there is no money doubling procedure out there on the planet. Stop it. Don't be a smooth brain. Be a 10 head is what the kids on Twitch these days say. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.